Good morning, everyone. I say that because as I record this, it's Sunday morning, and we've just finished another worship time on Zoom. That's one of those changes in my life that I certainly didn't anticipate, and I don't think anybody else did either, that somehow we would be moved out of the building. And I call it that because the church is not the building. We often say we're going to go to church, the church. But that's not who the church is. The church is the people. And so we have been gathering as a church virtually for several weeks now. It's, as like I said, it's a change that I think few of us anticipated having to learn so quickly. But it's one that we have, and we continue to learn something every week. The one thing that came up as I thought about change, though, is also the steadfast love of God. And thinking about that because of one of the favorite hymns of so many people, Great is Thy Faithfulness, which interestingly, if you had wanted to sing it in 1921, you couldn't because it wasn't written until 1923. So imagine someone fussing about this new hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness. We don't know that one. That's a new one. Well, sometimes you find out that the ones you know the best, eventually, they were new music at some point. But it goes with the Psalm 89, verses 1 through 8. I will sing of your steadfast love, O Lord, forever. With my mouth I will proclaim your faithfulness to all generations. I declare that your steadfast love is established forever, your faithfulness as firm as the heavens. You have said, I have made a covenant with my chosen one. I have sworn to my servant David, I will establish your descendants forever and build your throne for all generations. Let the heavens praise your wonders, O Lord, your faithfulness in the assembly of the holy ones. For who in the skies can be compared to the Lord? Who among the heavenly beings is like the Lord? A God feared in the council of the holy ones, great and awesome above all that are around him. O Lord God of hosts, who is as mighty as you, O Lord? Your faithfulness surrounds you. On September 1st, I will have been at Armadale Parish Church for 10 years. And in August, the first Sunday in August of that year, I preached as the sole nominee. That means that I had a service of worship for people that I'd only met a few of them. And I was supposed to do a children's address to children who had never seen me at all. And so one of the passages that day was about the steadfast love of God and what it meant to be steadfast. The only thing that I could come up with, the image that kept coming to mind, was the rock on which Edinburgh Castle is set. And I asked them if they thought that rock could be moved, and no. That to me is still the image of steadfast love, the steadfast love of God. It's solid. It's going nowhere. The faithfulness of God to us is solid and going nowhere. And for that, in these times that are changing so rapidly, I rejoice that somehow that steadfast love is the rock on which we stand. And so we are able to sing, Great is Thy Faithfulness. Great is Thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with Thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin and a peace that endureth, thine own dear presence to cheer and to guide, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow, blessings all mine and 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. When things seem rough, remember that rock, that steadfast love and faithfulness of God to us, and go in peace and live in love.